Buenos dias! So we just left the Rainbow Mountain of Peru yesterday, and we're now here exploring the west side of Cusco, already at our first stop, a little after 7 a.m. at the Moray archaeological site. This site is known for this very interesting circle terrace that is built into the ground, and there's some different theories about what exactly this was, but the prevailing theory is that this was actually used as agricultural research by the Incas. So from the very bottom to the top, there's about a 27-degree Fahrenheit difference in temperature. There's also different humidities, and basically each terrace has a little bit of a different microclimate. So this was used to kind of test, growing corn or quinoa or other plants kind of at each level to see optimal growing conditions. Locals today say that it was used by their ancestors for ceremonial purposes as well in the center, which kind of makes sense. Maybe kind of like an amphitheater. Yeah. There's also another theory that I personally like is that this was caused by a UFO landing and kind of creating the craters into the ground, which I think I like the best.
Yeah, let us know which theory you think is the true one. But right here, this place is about an hour and a half from Cusco. And to enter, it is 70 soles per person, which is about $22. And that ticket actually gets you into 4 different sites. There's right here, Moray, there's the Ollantaytambo ruins, which we're gonna go later as well. There's Pisac and one more that I'll put down here. So you get to 4 different sites with just 1 ticket.
Now let's explore.
So we actually tried to go all the way down the terraces, and we did for a little bit, but we were told to leave. I saw on other videos people going all the way down, so that really confused me.
Yeah, and the signage, in my opinion, isn't very well kind of marked. Like, there's some signs that it's like, oh, it's prohibited to pass, but it looks like it's for a specific area for like construction, not like just walk down. But now we know. I wish we would have got some more shots while we were down there.
I know.
When we didn't know any better, but
just so you know. But one thing that I thought was very interesting is that they have these stair systems, like these rocks coming out of, like the terraces walls. Really cool, really clever, all around. It takes you all the way down.
And I didn't realize that there was more than one of these circular terraces.
Yes.
And now let's go to our next salty destination, not too far away. At the Salinas de Maras, which are the salt terraces, and these have been in operation for over 500 years before the Incas. And how it works is you have prehistoric salt water running from the mountain that comes onto these shallow pools that were built. So the water comes shallow. In the sunny and hotter season like it is now, the water obviously evaporates, leaving the salt. And what this salt is specifically known for, if the conditions are right, it'll come out in this kind of pink or sort of reddish tone and known as this kind of Peruvian pink salt. This is really where it comes from.
Yeah, and you can see the workers here kind of like harvesting that salt, and there's like more than 500 of them.
Yeah, and they're all family owned, which is really cool.
Yes, and this place is about 30 minutes from where we were in Moray.
Yeah, so not far.
Not far. I will say there's not a lot of signs. We tried to follow Google Maps, but then we kind of got off track.
We weren't able to record it because we were freaking out. Basically, this woman asked for a ride back to Maras, the city, where we originally came from and stayed this past night. We're like, okay, that's fine. Start following Google Maps, and it takes us down this road that literally no car, like it kept getting more narrow, more rocky. We're like, oh my gosh, we had to back up forever down this road until we found a place to reverse, and then we're able to figure out our way.
And to get into the Salinas de Maras, it's about 10 soles, or about $3. And honestly, we weren't really sure what to expect, but it is really impressive.
Way more impressive than I thought.
I expected.
Bigger, more magnificent than I thought, for sure.
It's so huge, and I love the different colors. It's amazing. Definitely worth it. official destination of our adventure today, the ruins of Ollantaytambo. Hopefully I said that correctly. But this place was built by an Inca emperor a long time ago, and it was a base for only the nobles of the area. And with time, it's being used for a bunch of other things. Obviously, there's a temple. It was used as a military base as well.
Yeah, there's like a granary, like a kind of amphitheater, kind of like a small city, even with the ruins that still exist. Really impressive. Yeah.
Yes, and we just got up, and so far one of my favorite things, like the most impressive things, has been the size of the rocks. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
How did they get those here?
These rocks are like bigger than human beings, and obviously way heavier. They chiseled them apparently like from the mountainside, kind of like nearby.
Yeah.
Took them down and then brought them up again another mountain like here.
Yeah.
People are having difficulty just walking here.
Yeah,
how do you take something that's like 2 tons of rock and put it up here? They say it's kind of one of the mysteries like with Egypt. And a little trivia for you, what is older, the Ollantaytambo ruins that we're here in now or Oxford University? Let us know in the comments below and we'll reveal at the end of the video. Now let's go.
So you may be wondering, why would they close off their windows? Well, they actually made this on purpose so they could put their idols over here, and you can see that all around the ruins.
As we were about to exit, this really super nice tour guide was giving Ali some tips in Spanish, porque mi español muy malo. So she's like over there. And one of the tips is where I am right now, as you can see behind me, is the Temple of the Condor. That right there is the beak of the condor that was intentionally chiseled out. And if you actually look from the sky view, like top down, you see the beak and then basically 2 wings out like this. And the tour guide was also telling us the Temple of the Sun that we were at with those big kind of smooth stones was in the process of getting built when the Spanish invaded. So they're actually literally building it when they saw the Spanish and ran, which is just crazy. And this place, man, like we kept walking, there's just, architecture after architecture, story after story in this place. That's just amazing, really, really incredible. It has been a full, amazing day. I cannot believe it. Peru is amazing. Now it's time to feed our brains and our gut with some food. We are now here unwinding and enjoying an absolute feast here at Sunshine Cafe, which is a highly recommended restaurant, just a few minute walk from the entrance of the ruins that I can't pronounce. And have to say, man, as you probably saw, it was a packed day, almost getting lost, right? Yes. Making multiple stops, probably staying places for so much longer than we thought because it was so freaking beautiful.
Yes.
And I have to say, kind of to recap, Ali, out of the 3 places we went just today, what would you say is your favorite?
I think the salt terraces were my favorite, but if we were able to go down on the Moray terraces like people used to be able to, I think maybe that would have been my favorite because it was so magical in the morning, the mist, no one was there. I really love that. I could see that as well, but for me, I would also say actually the salt terraces as well. It was very impressive.
Just so big, so colorful, like there's some kind of vibe. It's actually, when we were going there, I was telling Ali, I'm like, why does this feel kind of like Croatia or Montenegro? Yeah. Like, why does this feel like Greece? And I realized, like, oh my gosh, it's the salt water. It almost feels like the ocean in a way, in this weird way. So I think it kind of took my mind back or something
maybe.
I don't know, but it was really cool just learning about it and everything, but everything was amazing. This must be the most, in terms of natural beauty, in terms of cultural richness, the food, the people, the everything. This part of Peru is like one of the most rich areas on earth.
Yes.
Really, it is ridiculous. It is. Seriously, I'm so freaking blown away, man. I really am. Like, I'm not even saying that. Like, we've been to so many places, and this is special. Peru is really special so far.
And I will say 2 things we didn't expect. We did not expect it to be so hot. This is end of May, and it's like the end of the fall.
Yes. Yeah, yesterday, for those of you following, when we went to Rainbow Mountain, we were freezing cold at the end. It was so cold, such high altitude. So we kind of expected the same today.
Yes, and watch that vlog because we love that place so much.
Okay, taking a sidestep, for those of you who haven't already seen,
yes,
I have to say by far, and you'll see why, the llamas, the beauty of it, the whole drive,
I love it.
That would be definitely my favorite outside of Cusco, by far. That was one of the best experiences of my life. So, That was
going
awesome.
back, we did not expect it to be so hot and so
Yes.
dry. Can you see our lips? Oh my gosh, not a good day to forget your chapstick. But
Bring
yeah,
chapstick, bring sunscreen, bring clothes that you can transform
Layer.
into, layer
Yes,
off.
Layer off. But and also one thing that I forgot to mention is that ticket that you got that gives you access to 4 different sites, that is actually valid for 2 days. So you don't have to pack everything in just one day. You can go a little bit of a slower pace and do whatever you want to see in 2 days. But definitely worth it.
And we hope you loved the adventure today because we loved having you along with us. And be sure not to miss our other adventures through our 3-month stay in Peru.
Yeah.
We're super excited to get really deep into this country, not just in the Cusco area, as well as all of South America like Brazil and Argentina. So if you want to see all that, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your screen and hit that like button on the video if you did like it. If you have any questions or anything you want to add for other travelers.
Follow us on TikTok as well to see more videos that we don't show up here.
Exactly, some more cringe content on TikTok. And if you have any questions, be sure to drop those in the comment section below. And as always, honestly, thank you so much for watching. Seriously, appreciate your support. Love you all. And we look forward to having you on the next adventure. Until then, ciao.
Ciao.